Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100 to Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host this morning, Logan Landers, and today we're doing a very special NFL Draft Prospect special on David Ojabo, the defensive end coming out of Michigan with the Wolverines. Be sure if you enjoy this video or this podcast episode to like, comment, share, subscribe, and leave a review if you feel so. We go live each and every week on Facebook and YouTube at 100 Football. We have clips of each and every show over on Instagram. And like I mentioned with our podcast, we upload daily episodes multiple times per day with amazing sports content such as draft specials, recruiting specials, legends interviews, historic special. There we go. It's early in the morning. Still gotta get woke up here, and just a lot of amazing football content. So please go over there, check out the podcast. We have close to 700 episodes on the podcast, over 1,000 videos on YouTube, and over 1,000 plus available to watch right now on Facebook. So please go over there and check out some more of our amazing content from our amazing team at 100 Yards of Football. So let's talk about David Ojabo, the defensive end coming out of Michigan. And man, what a story that this young man has. So he's 6'5", 250 pounds, coming out of Michigan. This was his junior season. As an edge rusher, he had a breakout 2021 season. But I want to backpedal a little bit and talk a little bit about the young man and just the journey he had just to even get on the playing field at Michigan. Born in Nigeria, right, back in 2000, so very young, right? It's still surreal to me. I was born in '97. I'm still talking about guys younger than me making it the NFL now. Still surreal. But born in Nigeria back in 2000, he moved to the U.S. in 2000. Back in when was it here? He moved to when he was 15. So back in 2015, he moved to the United States. After going to Scotland for a little bit when he was 7, he came here in 2015 and decided, I think it's best to try. He played a couple of sports growing up. Don't get me wrong, as all kids do. But after seeing one of his peers, one of his friends, Odafe Owe, who you guys know as Jason Owe, now with the Baltimore Ravens, he decided to take up football. And what a good, I think that was a great investment for him. And, after not knowing a whole lot, he didn't get a whole lot of offers. But man, after playing just one season, right? After playing just a little bit of time, he got a bunch of offers. So he was, despite really not knowing a whole lot, he got offers from Clemson, Ohio, Notre Dame. But he decided to end up going to Michigan as a Wolverine as a 4-star recruit. So just to be able to, virtually not know a whole lot about the game, come over here at 15, go to a private school, and then try out for football. He, I think he's excelled pretty well. But that's still just one part of the story. The next part is once he got to Michigan. In 2019, he didn't see the field much, but he was named Scout Team Player of the Year. So that's an interesting note. But it was interesting, right? He did go and see some advice from guys like Kwity Paye and Josh Uche, who are other great Michigan Wolverines now going on to the NFL. But after not playing much in 2019, 2020 happened, and we all know what happened in 2020 with the crazy year that was. Well, David decided to go back to Scotland in early 2020, and he ended up being stuck there due to ongoing travel restrictions for 3 solid months. So that means he had to train on Zoom each and every day just to get a workout in. And he barely saw the field, right? He only got one single tackle in 2020. So we're talking about a guy who, coming into last season now, right now that college football's officially over, has only really had one chance at getting on the field. But in 2021, right, he finally was able to get the chance to get on the field and learn and experience what it's like to be a Michigan Wolverine and to really show how impressive he was. And boy, was he a anchor on that Michigan defense. 2021, he was a lights out defensive end. Him and Aiden Hutchinson was a scary tandem. He got 35 tackles, 11 sacks, and 5 forced fumbles. Now, don't get me wrong, the 35 tackles, 11 sacks, that's nice. But the 5 forced fumbles is something that's interesting because that lets me know he is ball hunting. He's going for that ball. He's going to knock it out at any means necessary. And, he helped him get to the college football playoff. But the thing that's, still amazing about this young man, he's still a raw prospect. right? He's only had really 1 year of solid football. So for some executives and draft scouts going into this upcoming NFL draft in 2022, you might look at this young guy and see he had a breakout 2021 season and think, well, the sky's the limit. For others, they'll look at him and see, well, he hasn't touched the field a whole lot. I need to see a little bit more of him. And that's going to determine where he gets drafted. There's been a lot of sites saying he is a current first round draft selection. There's other sites saying he could be a second, maybe possibly a third rounder. So wherever he ends up, it is going to be a bit of a learning curve. Don't get me wrong, but I think he has the right tools to really help out. He's got amazing athleticism, good length and bend, and also his explosiveness is off the charts. So just to have a guy who, like I said, is a raw prospect pretty much, those are some great tools to have. You just got to learn to fine tune them and have them on every single down. Now, there's no question this dude is athletic, right? Back in high school, he ran a sub 1100-meter run on the track field. So he's got some good speed. And with a guy who's going for the ball, like I said, got those 5 forced fumbles, you just love to see that from your defensive end. So things he can work on, like I mentioned, he's just inexperienced. He's not a finished product. He still needs a little bit of polishing. But for a guy who played pretty much 1 year in high school and only 1 year in Michigan, it will turn some guys off. It will turn off some scouts. But for others, like I think myself, I like looking at these raw prospects because this guy could be a steal for your team if you draft him in the right selection. So I mean, all this guy really needs to work on, right? He needs more experience. His run game, his run game shedding isn't the best, so he does need to work on his run game, tackling and whatnot, and just learn how to really just play some more downs. Honestly, if this guy can get a couple of a season full of NFL snaps in his system, I think we'll really see how he can progress. But I think this guy has a very good motor. I think that he's got a chip on his shoulder, right? And if all goes well, if he ends up going to a very good team who needs a good defensive end, I think that whoever drafts him, they know they're going to get a guy who isn't going to make every single play correct, right? And they know that because, I mean, like I said, he's only played pretty much 2 seasons of football, one in high school and one in college, throughout his entire career, through his entire life. So just know that whenever you go draft this guy, but you are getting someone who is explosive, who is quick, who is fast, who can get to the ball, but he will take some polishing. So overall, I like David Ojabo. I think he had a breakout 2021 season. That's why we're doing this draft prospect special on him. And I think he's got a very solid future in the National Football League for whatever team drafts him in the next upcoming months. So if you enjoyed this video here today, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live each and every week on Facebook and YouTube. And also, if you've not done so already, please go over and check out our podcast. Anywhere podcasts are available to be downloaded for you, such as Spotify or Apple Podcast, iTunes, iHeartRadio. You name it, we are available over there at this moment with close to 700 episodes available for download right now. Multiple episodes being uploaded per day. Over on our YouTube channel, we just surpassed over 500 subscribers and also over 1,000 videos. So thank you guys so much for all the support over there. And on Facebook, we have a ton more. We have over 1,000 videos. We have close to 20,000 likes on our page. So thank you guys so much over there. And we go live each and every week with amazing football content, draft specials, recruiting specials, legends interviews, historic specials, and much more here on the show. So thank you so much for all the love and support. So like I said, this has been my NFL draft prospect on David Ojabo, the defensive end from Michigan. I think this young man has a bright future ahead of him. I can't wait to see where he ends up in the 2022 NFL draft. Guys, have a great morning, have a great day, and we will talk to you again on another live video in the very near future. We'll see you then.